Okay guys, today I'm back for another video, and today is going to be finally my January 2016 Blu-ray collection video. And I was initially planning on doing this video at the very start of January, but just a couple things held me back from doing it. One mainly was just I've been very busy with schoolwork, but also as you know in my last video I didn't have a room light, so it was very poorly lit. I have got a room light now, so the videos will no longer be horribly lit as the previous one was. So I had to wait for the room light to come because I wasn't going to do a Blu-ray collection video in that terrible lighting again. And also I needed to wait for another shelving unit that has since arrived, just to store the remaining Blu-rays that I didn't have space for. So now that I have all these things, I can finally film this video. So yep, let's get started with the box sets. Okay, so the first box set we have is the Alien Anthology, which obviously has all 4 Alien movies. This is the original Digipack version. Very rare now, that version, but yeah, this is a great set. The Back to the Future trilogy, the Batman Motion Picture Anthology 1989 to 1997, which has Batman, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, and Batman and Robin. We have the Ultimate Bourne Collection, which just has the first 3 Bourne movies. I do have the 4th one, we'll get to that later. I'm looking forward to the 5th one. The Die Hard quadrilogy, all the first 4 Die Hard movies, do have the 5th one, we'll get to that later. The Dirty Harry set, I haven't watched any of these yet, that was the most recent box set I've got, but all 5 Dirty Harry movies. The complete 8 film collection of Harry Potter, the Indiana Jones The Complete Adventures set, all 4 of those movies, great set. Lethal Weapon collection, all 4 of them. Lord of the Rings Extended Trilogy, great set, must have for a collector. Mad Max collection, first 3 Mad Max movies, do have the 4th one, we'll get to that later. Mission Impossible 4 movie set, have the 5th one as well. The Monsters Universal Essential Collection, which has Dracula, Frankenstein, The Mummy, The Invisible Man, The Bride of Frankenstein, The Wolfman, The Phantom of the Opera, and Creature from the Black Lagoon. The Planet of the Apes 5 movie collection, which has all the Planet of the Apes movies except for Rise, Dawn, and the remake, I believe. I have all of them in Amarais. The Rocky set, all 6 of those. The Scream trilogy, excluding the 4th one, of course. Up here, we have the Shrek, all 4 Shrek movies, Shrek set. The Spaghetti Western trilogy, which has The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. In order, it's Fistful of Dollars for a few dollars more, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Spider-Man trilogy, all of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. Star Trek collection, which has all Star Trek movies except for the 2 new J.J. Abrams ones. Star Wars Complete Saga, or now Incomplete Saga, I guess. Yeah, great set. The Steven Seagal collection, which has Under Siege, Under Siege 2, Hard to Kill, Nico Above the Law, and Executive Decision. The Superman Motion Picture Anthology from 1978 to 2006, which has the original Superman, its original cut and its expanded version, the original cut and Richard Donner cut of Superman 2, Superman 3, Superman 4 Quest for Peace, and Superman Returns. And then last but not least we have the Transformers 4 movie collection. Yeah, all of these movies suck, to be honest. I kind of regret buying this, but whatever. So that's all the box sets. We'll now move on to the Amarais. So, at the start of the Amarais we have 101 Dalmatians, 10 Things I Hate About You, 12 Angry Men, 12 Years a Slave. Great film, 12 Years a Slave, but I kind of regret buying it on Blu-ray because I don't think I'm ever going to watch it again, but, 127 Hours, 2001 A Space Odyssey, classic. 21 and 22 Jump Street, 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later, Two Guns, 300 Rise of an Empire, 310 to Yuma, the remake with Christian Bale and Russell Crowe, 500 Days of Summer, 50-50, 8 Mile, About Time, The Adventures of Tintin, Secret of the Unicorn, AI Artificial Intelligence, Air Force One, Akira, Aladdin, Alan Partridge Alpha Papa, Alice in Wonderland, the original Disney version, Alien vs Predator, Alien vs Predator 2 Requiem, Almost Famous, American Beauty, American Graffiti, American History X, American Hustle, American Psycho, American Sniper, An American Werewolf in London, Anchorman 2, Annie Hall, Apocalypse Now, Apocalypto, haven't seen this one yet but I will watch it soon, Apollo 13, the extended edition of Argo, The Aristocats, Arthur Christmas, The A-Team, Atlantis, Attack the Block, the Austin Powers trilogy, International Man of Mystery, The Spy Who Shagged Me and Goldmember, the extended version of Avatar, The Aviator, The Babadook, Bad Boys, Bad Neighbours, Bambi, Basil the Great Mouse Detective, Batman The Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and Part 2, Batman Gotham Knight, Batman the 1960s Movie, Battle Los Angeles, Battle Royale, Battleship, Beasts of the Southern Wild, A Beautiful Mind, and Beauty and the Beast. And that is the first row of Amare cases. Okay, so next we have Beetlejuice, Begin Again, Big Fish, Big Hero 6, The Big Lebowski, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Birdman, The Birds, Blackfish, Black Hawk Down, Black Swan, The Blade Trilogy, The Blair Witch Project, Blue is the Warmest Colour, The Blues Brothers, Blue Valentine, Bolt, Boogie Nights, The Book of Eli, Born on the 4th of July, The Bourne Legacy, The Box Trolls, Boyhood, Boys in the Hood, Brave, Braveheart, Breakfast at Tiffany's, The Breakfast Club, Brick, Bridge on the River Kwai, Broken Arrow, A Bug's Life, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, Cabin in the Woods, and the remake of Cape Fear. Captain America the First Avenger, the original Carrie, Cars and Cars 2, Casablanca, Casino, Castaway, Catch Me If You Can, Chasing Amy, Chef, Child's Play, the original, Chinatown, A Christmas Carol, the 2009 Disney movie with Jim Carrey, Chronicle, Cinderella, Citizen Kane, Clash of the Titans, the original and remake, Clear and Present Danger, Clerks, Cliffhanger, A Clockwork Orange, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Cloverfield, Collateral, Columbiana, The Colour Purple, Commando, Con Air, and The Conjuring. And that's the second row of Amares. Okay, so the next row now we have Contact, The Conversation. I recently just got The Conversation, so I haven't included it in any of my Blu-ray updates yet. Copland, which is another one I don't think I've updated yet. Coraline, The Crazies, the remake, Crazy Heart, Crazy Stupid Love, Crimson Tide, The Croods, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, The Crow, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, Dallas Buyers Club, Dances with Wolves, Days of Thunder, The Day the Earth Stood Still, the original, Dazed and Confused. Don't think I've updated that either now when I think about it. Dead Poets Society, The Death of Superman Lives, What Happened, Deep Blue Sea, The Deer Hunter, Demolition Man, The Departed, The Descendants, Despicable Me 1 and 2, The Devil's Advocate, Dinosaur, Dirty Dancing, District 9, Disturbia, Django Unchained, Dodgeball, Dog Day Afternoon, Don John, Donnie Darko, Do the Right Thing, the Francis Ford Coppola, Bram Stoker's Dracula movie with Gary Oldman, Dread, Drive, Doctor Strangelove or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb, Jewel, Dumb and Dumber 1 and 2, Earth to Echo, Eastern Promises, Easy A, Easy Rider, Edge of Darkness, Edward Scissorhands, The Elephant Man, Elf, Empire of the Sun, End of Watch, Enemy, Enter the Dragon, the 40th Anniversary Edition, Epic, The Equalizer, Escape from New York, Escape Plan, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, The Evil Dead Trilogy, and the 2013 one, Ex Machina, The Exorcist, The Expendables 1 and 2 and 3, and now we move on to the last shelf of Amares in this unit. Okay, so we have Eyes Wide Shut, Face Off, Falling Down, Fanboys, Fantasia and Fantasia 2000, Fargo, the first 5 Fast and Furious movies, Faster, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, A Few Good Men, Field of Dreams, The Fifth Element, Fight Club, The Fighter, Final Destination, The Fly, the remake with Jeff Goldblum, Flight, The Fog, the original, Forbidden Planet, The Fox and the Hound, Frank, Frankenweenie, The French Connection 1 and 2. Haven't updated that either. Friday the 13th, the original, From Here to Eternity, Fruitvale Station, The Fugitive, Full Metal Jacket, The Game, Gangster Squad, The Gift, The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. Yeah, that's really difficult to see, but it's the American version of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Ghostbusters 1 and 2, Ghost in the Shell 1 and 2, Gladiator, Glory, The Godfather, Trilogy, Godzilla, the new one, Gone Baby Gone, Gone Girl, A Good Day to Die Hard, obviously the 5th Die Hard movie, Goodfellas, Good Will Hunting, The Goonies, The Graduate, Grand Budapest Hotel, Gran Torino, Grease, Green Lantern, The Green Mile, Green Zone, Gremlins, The Grey, Groundhog Day, The Guest, The Hangover 1 and 2, The Happening, and Heat. And that is the first shelving unit. On to the next lot of Blu-rays. Okay, so here we are at the next big shelving unit of Blu-rays. So much more to go through, so I'm going to start off, I guess, here with these like big sets. So I've randomly just kind of put the Hobbit trilogy extended editions here. Then we have the Bond 50 set with all the Bond movies on Blu-ray. Obviously it doesn't include Spectre, but I will get that on Blu-ray. Star Trek, the complete series, the original television series, all 3 seasons of that. Dark Knight Rises, the Broken Batkill set. Jurassic Park, the trilogy set. I don't even know what the name of this is, but it has the T-Rex diorama in it. And then we have the Rambo grenade set, all 4 of the Rambo movies. And here we have the rest of the Amarais, continue with the Amarais. So we have Her, Hercules, the Disney one, Hercules, the one with The Rock that came out in 2014, Hero, yet to update that, A History of Violence, Home Alone 1 and 2, Hook, Hotel Transylvania, Hot Fuzz, Hot Tub Time Machine, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, How to Train Your Dragon 1 and 2, The Hunger Games, The Hunt for Red October, The Hurt Locker, I Am Legend, The Ides of March, The Imitation Game, The Impossible, The Inbetweeners 1 and 2, Inception, The Incredibles, Independence Day, Inglourious Basterds, The Innocents, Inside Out, Insidious 1 and 2, Interstellar, Into the Storm, I, Robot, Iron Man 1 and 2, The Italian Job, It Follows, It's a Wonderful Life, Jackie Brown, Jack Reacher, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Jerry Maguire, Jersey Boys, Jingle All the Way, Joe, John Carter, John Wick, Jumanji, The Jungle Book, Jurassic World, The Karate Kid Original and Remake, Kick-Ass 1 and 2, Kill Bill Volume 1 and Volume 2, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Kingdom of Heaven, the Director's Cut, the remake of King Kong, The King of Comedy, Kingsman the Secret Service, Kings of Summer, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and Knowing. On to the next shelf. Okay, so next we have Kung Fu Panda 1 and 2, Labyrinth, LA Confidential, Lady and the Tramp, Land of the Dead, Lara Croft Tomb Raider, and Lara Croft Tomb Raider The Cradle of Life, Last Action Hero, The Last Airbender, The Last Samurai, The Last Stand, Lawrence of Arabia, Layer Cake, The Lego Movie, Leon, Let Me In, Let the Right One In, Liar Liar, Life of Pi, Lilo and Stitch, Lincoln, The Lincoln Lawyer, The Lion King, The Little Mermaid, Little Miss Sunshine, Little Shop of Horrors, Live Die Repeat, Edge of Tomorrow, Locke, Lone Survivor, Looper, The Lost Boys, Lost in Translation, Love Actually, Mad Max Fury Road, Magnolia, Maleficent, Mallrats, Manhattan, Man of Steel, Man on Fire, Mary Poppins, The Mask of Zorro, Master Commander, Matilda, The Matrix Trilogy, if it'll focus, there we go, Megamind, Memento, Men in Black, Miami Vice, Michael Jackson's This Is It, $1 Million Baby, Minority Report, Miracle on 34th Street, the original, Misery, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, The Mist, Moneyball, Monster House, Monsters Inc., Monsters University, Monsters vs. Aliens, and lastly Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And next we have Moon, Moonrise Kingdom, Moulin Rouge, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Mrs. Doubtfire, Mud, the 1950s British The Mummy, the Mummy trilogy with obviously Brendan Fraser, The Muppets, Muppets Most Wanted, Mystic River, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Natural Born Killers, The Never-Ending Story, The Nightmare Before Christmas, A Nightmare on Elm Street collection, which has all of the films with Freddy Krueger except for Freddy vs. Jason and the remake. Night of the Living Dead, Noah, No Country for Old Men, Non-Stop, North by Northwest, Notting Hill, Now You See Me. This is Oblivion. Obviously doesn't have the title on the spine, but Oh Brother Where Art Thou, Ocean's Trilogy, Oculus, Oliver and Company, Olympus Has Fallen, Once Upon a Time in America, the extended version, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, 1 Hour Photo, Only God Forgives, On the Waterfront, The Orphanage, The Others, The Outsiders, Pacific Rim, Paddington, Pain and Gain, Paranorman, The Patriot, Patriot Games, Paul, Payback, Perks of Being a Wallflower, Peter Pan, the Disney one, Philadelphia, Pinocchio, the 4 Pirates of the Caribbean movies, Pitch Black, The Chronicles of Riddick, Pitch Perfect, The Place Beyond the Pines, Planes, Trains and Automobiles, the remake of Planet of the Apes, Platoon, Point Break, Poltergeist, and I won't cut, I'll just keep going. Pompeii, Predator trilogy, Predestination, haven't updated that one yet. Premium Rush, Primal Fear, Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time, Princess and the Frog, The Princess Bride, Prisoners, Prometheus, Psycho, Public Enemies, Pulp Fiction, The Purge, and The Purge Anarchy, Raging Bull, The Raid 1 and 2, Rain Man, Ratatouille, Real Steel, Rear Window, Red Dragon, Reign of Fire, Requiem for a Dream, Reservoir Dogs, Rise of the Guardians, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Risky Business, Road to Perdition, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, Robocop, the original and remake, Robot and Frank, The Rock, Ronin, Rope, Rosemary's Baby, Run All Night, Rush, Rush Hour, Sabotage, Safe, San Andreas, Sanctum, Saving Mr. Banks, Saving Private Ryan, Say Anything, Scarface, Scent of a Woman, School of Rock, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Scream 4, Secret Life of Walter Mitty, Serenity, Seven Psychopaths, Shallow Grave, Shaun of the Dead, Sherlock Holmes 1 and 2, and The Shining. And that is this shelving unit complete. And now we have this smaller unit here, which I'll just quickly as possible go through. Side Effects, Signs, Silence of the Lambs, Silver Linings Playbook, The Simpsons Movie, Sin City 1 and 2, Sinister, 16 Candles, The Sixth Sense, The Skin I Live In, Sleepers, Sleeping Beauty, Sleepy Hollow, Slumdog Millionaire, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Source Code, Southpaw, The Social Network, Spaceballs, Space Jam, Speed, Stand By Me, Starred Up, Starship Troopers, Star Trek and Star Trek Into Darkness, Star Wars The Clone Wars, State of Play, Step Brothers, Straight Outta Compton, Summer Wars, Super 8, Super Mario Brothers, Taken 1, 2 and 3, Tangled, Tarzan, Taxi Driver, the trilogy of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies from the 90s, the 2014 one, The Terminator, Terminator 2, Terminator Genesis, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original, Thelma and Louise, There Will Be Blood, the John Carpenter The Thing, This Is the End, Thor, Titanic, To Kill a Mockingbird, Tomorrowland, Top Gun, Total Recall, the original with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Tower Heist, The Town, the Toy Story trilogy, Training Day, Trainspotting, Treasure Planet, Tremors, Troll Hunter, Tropic Thunder, Troy, True Grit, the remake, True Romance, The Truman Show, Turbo, 12 Monkeys, Twister, Unbreakable, Uncle Buck, that's really hard to see, but it's Under the Skin, Unfriended, Unknown, Unstoppable, Up in the Air, The Usual Suspects, Valkyrie, Vertigo, V for Vendetta, A Walk Among the Tombstones, Walk the Line, Wall-E, Wall Street 1 and 2, War Games, Warhorse, War of the Worlds, the Steven Spielberg remake, Warrior, The Warriors, Watchmen, Watership Down, Waterworld, The Way Back, We Bought a Zoo, We Were Soldiers, When Harry Met Sally, While We're Young, Whip It, Whiplash, White Christmas, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, The Wind Rises, The Wizard of Oz, The Wolverine, The World's End, World War Z, Wrecked, Wreck-It Ralph, The Wrestler, The X-Files, and The X-Files 2, I Want to Believe. And now we move on to the newest shelving unit. Okay, so now we have the last bunch of Amaray cases here. We have X-Men First Class, X-Men, X-Men 2, X-Men The Last Stand, X-Men Days of Future Past, Zero Dark 30, Zodiac, Zombieland, Zoolander, and Zulu. And as you can see, I have a lot more space for more Amaray cases. But now we move on to the Steelbooks, and we have the Batman Begins in the Dark Knight Jumbo Steelbook, The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, Anchorman, this is Ant-Man, obviously doesn't have the title on the spine, but that's Ant-Man, Avengers 1 and 2, Ben-Hur, Beverly Hills Cop, Big Trouble in Little China, Blade Runner, The Burbs, Captain America the Winter Soldier, Captain Phillips, Children of Men, Conan the Barbarian, the original with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Day of the Dead, Dumbo, Elysium, E.T., Fast and Furious 6 and 7, Finding Nemo, Forrest Gump, The Frighteners, Frozen, Gone with the Wind, Gravity, Guardians of the Galaxy, and the original Halloween. And here we have Hellboy 1 and 2, The Hunger Games Catching Fire. This doesn't have the title on it either, but it's The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 3, Jaws, JFK, The Mask, Men in Black 3, Nightcrawler, The Prestige, Rumblefish, Seven Samurai, The Shawshank Redemption, Shutter Island, Ted 1 and 2, Thor the Dark World, Time Bandits, The Untouchables, The Wolf of Wall Street, X-Men Origins Wolverine, and then the only digibooks I have is the original King Kong and Schindler's List. And last but not least, we have my TV stuff. Oh well, I should say TV and wrestling stuff. So we have the 50th anniversary special of Doctor Who, the first season of Fargo, the only season of Firefly, the first 4 seasons of Game of Thrones, The Pacific, Star Wars Rebels Season 1. Only finished watching this last night and it's really good, I can't wait to watch Season 2. True Detective Season 1, the first 5 seasons of The Walking Dead. As for the wrestling stuff, we have the Best of SmackDown 2009-2010, CM Punk Best in the World, For All Mankind, The Life and Career of Mick Foley, The John Cena Experience, and the last Blu-ray to show is, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. I'll just put that there. And yep, there we go. That's it. That is my Blu-ray collection, my entire Blu-ray collection for, let me just stand up, for January 2016. I tend to do these every year and I enjoy making them, even though every year I have more and more to talk about. So yeah, thanks for watching the video guys, I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you in the next one.